Hey everyone, hope you had a great weekend. It's Monday today. First, I want to say I'm failing at my one video a day thing. I failed on Tuesday and Wednesday of last week. I was away on Thursday and Friday, and so my challenge was one video a day. I'm not hitting it, but I'm going to try to get it restarted today with you guys. And so I want to talk about something that is something that I've done more than anything else in my career, which is work leads and turning leads into phone calls and into converted sales. For you guys who don't know, I ran a call center. I started out as a loan officer in a call center. I ran call centers, had my own call center before I got into this part of the industry. And the reason why I don't do the call center thing anymore is, quite frankly, the opportunity really is not what it used to be in the industry, with margin compression, with the quality of the leads dropping and the expense of the leads going up. It's been harder and harder on a scalable level to make internet-based leads work for a mortgage company. Having said that, I work with a lot of realtors who are either buying Zillow leads or Realtor.com leads, or in a best case scenario, creating their own leads through Facebook marketing or other marketing. And they're making a couple fatal mistakes in terms of how to make the most amount of money using those leads. So I'm going to give a brief overview today real quick, and then we'll talk more about these things the rest of the week. First things first, when you call these people, you need to, in the first 15 seconds, win them over, right? And so what they're going to do is they're going to make a decision to either stay on the phone with you and stay engaged, or not stay on the phone with you, based on a very subconscious decision-making process where they're going to evaluate how much time they think this call is going to take and what they're doing with it, how much money they think they can save or make on this call, right? What's the time, what's the money value of it, and then the experience of being on the call, which is the one I see most realtors forgetting about. The experience is almost the most important thing. And if you don't come into that call with Walt Disney World levels of genuine enthusiasm, people, even if they do see value in this from a time and money perspective, will choose to spend their time somewhere else. Because in this age, 2019, people have a million options for where to spend their time. And if they're going to spend it on the phone with you, they better enjoy the experience. It also makes you come off like an expert and comes off like you love your job, which is ultimately, people want to work with people that like their work. Right? And so if you limp into that call and you sound miserable when you go into it, it's not going to go well. I'll talk more about that tomorrow. The second reason why these leads are not working out for a lot of realtors, and for most of the realtors I talk to, it's kind of like maybe they're working out, but probably not, is they're not calling enough, right? They're like, well, I wouldn't want to be called a million times. And I understand that. No one wants to be called a million times. You can make those phone calls stop when it's a realtor or a loan officer calling your lead. Pick up the phone and say you're not interested. But I would rather have somebody pick up the phone to tell me I've called too many times and give me a chance to win them over than for me to never speak to them, okay? So it doesn't mean you have to bombard somebody with 10 phone calls a day, but I'll call twice a day for 10 days and try to get somebody on the phone. I'll leave voicemails every day or every other day. I'll send them text messages. You're paying good money for those leads. You have to make contact in order for that to work. And if you crush your first 15 seconds, even if someone's in a bad mood because they feel like you called a million times and they're picking the phone, if you come in with Walt Disney World levels of enthusiasm, believe in what it is that you're trying to do, and you can create value for that person by making it seem like it's going to be a short call where you're enthusiastic and you're the best deal, those people will stay on the phone with you and you'll be able to reverse that trend. So we'll talk more about that the rest of the week. I'm sorry again, I haven't been getting to my one video a day, and it just shows you, how hard it is to keep up with this stuff and build a routine. But I want to be honest about that. I'm not living up to my end of the deal there. But I think the lead thing can work for you, especially on an individual level, but you have to be willing to call and you have to be willing to crush your first 15 seconds. And we'll talk more about exactly what that means as the week goes on. Thanks.